What is the future of America? Will we as a people rise or fall? Will the core values and ideals America was founded upon, freedom, equality, and the pursuit of happiness, survive? Condoleezza Rice says, the crisis we face in public education is a threat to the very core of who we are as a nation. It is the civil rights movement of today. Organizations such as the American Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry and others recently declared a national state of emergency in children's mental health. 3 facts from the research paint a scary picture. The number of kids aged 12 to 17 reporting a major depressive episode doubled over a decade. The rate of hospital ER visits for kids' deliberate self-harm rose by 329% between 2007 and 2016. And in 2018, suicide became the second leading cause of death for kids, trailing only death by accident.
Our reality as a nation is a lot to process, a lot to take in, but it's the very reason that we founded 5 Star Life. My name is Seth Moss, president of 5 Star Life. And before we dive into the mission, I want to take a moment to tell you a story about a girl named Liz who was anxious, depressed, and finally suicidal. And at 17, all she wanted was to fall in love. But boys used her pure desire for their own pleasure. They told her they'd love her, told her they'd marry her, but instead they just impregnated her and then abandoned ship. This cycle actually happened 5 times. She gave birth to a son in high school, but chose to abort the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th children. And on the 5th, Liz slipped into this deep depression and made a plan to take her life. She came home to her low-income apartment after work one day and fed, bathed, and for the last time, she rocked her baby boy to sleep. Liz then sat down on her sofa and just began to weep, with a gun in hand, holding to the baby inside of her stomach. But in that moment, a ray of hope in the form of a thought shot from heaven into her mind. What happens to the little boy you just put to bed? What kind of a life will he live, knowing that his daddy didn't want him, and knowing that his mom took her life and his only sibling and left him fatherless? Sobbing, Liz put the gun down and shortly after gave birth to her 2nd son. 5 Star Life is not just some job for me. It's not even a mission. It's very personal because I was that little boy in Liz's womb. And at gunpoint, my mom nearly took both of our lives. Nurses actually encouraged her to abort me because of the overwhelming evidence about fatherless kids. But shortly after, my mom met and married a man who adopted me and my brother. And in one moment, I went from being fatherless to having a father, and it changed the entire trajectory of my life. Welcome back to 5 Star Life Video Curriculum. Coach Seth here to challenge you and coach you to living your 5 Star life.
As we launched 5 Star Life, our passion to fight for the fatherless led us to data from the U.S. Department of Education stating 7,000 kids were dropping out of school each day. But in spite of all the negative news, I've never been more hopeful and even confident in the future of America as I am right now. Because our team at 5 Star Life has been developing the solution for the kids of America. Today, we work with tens of thousands of kids each week in public schools, private schools, detention centers, and nonprofit organizations.
Yeah, I love it. That was awesome.
Clinical studies prove that the longer kids were in our programs, the higher their grades rose, the fewer behavior problems they had, and the better their school attendance was. The first school district we worked with had a graduation rate in the 60th percentile when we started. And just a few years ago, they broke into the 90th percentile.
I'm not ashamed to say that I think that this Wednesday morning session probably adds as much value to your life long-term and in practicality as anything you're learning in the classrooms.
I learned how to respect others and treat people how they want to be treated.
Ooh, that's a 5-star definition of respect, right? Treating others the way you want to be treated.
5-Star Life is on a mission to change the face of culture by targeting students' operating system, their mindset. Our nation is overloaded with programs that do good things, but they fail to address the most important thing. There's an old adage that says you can address hunger one of two ways. You can feed them fish dinner so they can eat today, or you can teach them how to fish so they can feed themselves for a lifetime. When you address a kid's mindset, in essence, you're teaching and empowering them to use their greatest asset to create the life of their dreams. So, since 2005, we began developing curriculums and programs that target their mindset. The combination of our proprietary curriculum, experiential learning at our own 350-acre training center, and professionally trained 5-Star Life staff who specialize in creating an environment where healthy relationships can grow is considered by research to be a high-end, best practice model of impact.
As a principal, they're the same principles that students need to govern themselves in and out of the classroom.
Keep up the good work, man.
It fits with school. It fits in society. It fits in church. It fits no matter where you go. That's what I love about 5-Star.
What is the future of America? Just imagine what our nation and world would look like if every kid in every community, in every school, in every street, in every apartment complex had this opportunity. Our 5-Star Life message is simple. We now have the solution, and together we can give every kid in America the opportunity to develop their mindset and become everything they're destined to be. You can bring 5-Star Life to your home, to your club, to your school, organization, community, or region. Go to 5starlife.org to learn more. The time is now and the solution is here.